Guys, it is a very good morning here in Uganda. It is drizzling. We thank God for that. My prayer is to receive more rain. How are you doing over there? I know some are preparing to go for work, journey masses. Some are preparing to go to bed, sweet dreams. Some are preparing to wake up. I wish you a blessed day. So today we are going to have some exercises. We are going to do morning exercises. Those who are willing to join me, go and dress up for the morning exercise. But before beginning, it is better you leave a full cup of water, hot water, so that by the time you're done with your exercise, it will be warm. It is advisable to always take warm water on an empty stomach early in the morning. Yeah. So you are so welcome on today's live. Don't leave without double clicking your screens, friends. Don't leave without the likes. Someone has joined. Thank you so much. Are you ready for today's exercise? Kindly let me know where you're watching me from so that we quick start the exercise. Let me know where you're watching me from. We are going to have the morning exercise. Yeah. So let's start. Yankomeko. You said for beginners, you can begin with anything you feel like. We do exercise, friends. Not taking some time without, so someone has joined. Thank you so much for joining. Big thank you. Thank you so much. Where are you watching me from? Are you ready for the exercise or you already done the morning exercise? Yeah, you relax a little bit. Yeah. And thank you so much for joining today's live. We are having morning exercise. Kindly come and join us. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for joining. Wow, for people of joining, thank you so much for joining. Kindly come and say hello. Someone has said hello. Thank you. Thank you so much for joining. Let's do exercise, friends. The morning exercise. Yeah. Come on, say hi, friends. Soon coming. Ngende kambe baba. Ambeko kukundi kunyumba ze. Mbanga kole exercise. Soko Johnson alikuwa na comment leo. Ule nchini sasa. Moto zangu zirahisi. Ziti kugondi kudisa. Higambe ti? It's big and long black hand. What? It's big and long black hand. Njoo pande zako, pende zako. Hmm? Hmm? Kolerako. Sasa mbadde simanyi. Nakati. Kugatamena kubeera mugundu wadde mu background. I'm gonna do exercise. Thank you so much for joining, friends. Thank you, thank you. Welcome and say hello. Wow. Morning exercise in progress. Thank you so much for joining. Kindly come and say hello. Double click your screens. Yes. Wow. Thank you so much for joining. Kindly double click your screens, friends. Yeah. Come we exercise, friends. Yeah. Thank you so much for joining today's live with Ephraim, the passionate urban farmer. So before the day begins, we begin with morning exercise, and then from here, I'll be taking a cup of chia seeds with lukewarm water. Yeah. Thank you so much for joining. Come we exercise, friends. Kindly let me know where you're watching me from. Let me know if you're done with your exercise. I know some have just woken up. Some are preparing to go to work. I wish you journey mercies. Some are preparing to go to bed. I wish you sweet dreams. Yeah. Kindly come and say hi. Come and say hello. So we are doing morning exercise. Simple but healthy. Can you give me a thumbs up? Double click your screen, friends. And let me know where you're watching me from. Let me know if you've done the morning exercise. Let me know if you're preparing to go to work. Coming back. Eve. Eve. Inako kada. Mm. Yeah, I'm back with the exercise. Thank you so much for joining today's live with the morning exercise. Come and say hello, friends. Let me know where you're watching me from. If you're a beginner, you can begin slowly by slowly until when your body gets used up with the exercise. You can begin with, you can use a rope, 10 minutes, 15, 20, 30, until when you are used up. But thank you so much for joining. Kindly come and say hello. Thank you so much for joining. Let me know where you're watching me from. Come we exercise together. If it is the morning over there, slowly by slowly we shall get there. Let's keep our bodies fit. Thank you so much for joining. Kindly subscribe if you've not yet subscribed on my channel, For Profit Uganda. Yeah. Thank you for the support, guys. Yes. Kindly support us with supers. Mm-hmm. 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 Exercise. I'm doing simple exercises, friends. I do what I can manage, but it is helping me to keep my body fit. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But thank you so much for joining. And let me know where you're watching me from. There's also one. Thank you so much for joining today's live. Thank you so much for joining today's live with a friends. Thank you so much. Kindly let me know where you're watching me from. Yeah. The morning exercise. Big up to all those who have joined me on today's live. Thank you so much. Kindly share with me where you're watching me from. Yeah. So let's proceed with our exercise. Let me know if you're done with your morning exercise. But thank you so much for joining. Yes. Thank you so much for joining today's live with Air France. And me, there's somewhere here. Morning exercise. Thank you so much for joining this live. Yeah. Kindly let me know where you're watching me from. Are you done with your morning exercise? Are you preparing to go for work? So friends, I'm done with the morning exercise. Let me know if you're also done doing your duilo. In my native language, we call it okukola duilo. Thank you so much for joining. Kindly let me know where you're joining, where you're watching me from. Don't leave without double clicking your screen, friends. Yeah, you're with Air France, the passionate urban farmer. I'm done with my morning exercise, so come and say hello. Let me know where you're watching me from. Kindly share with me how you've planned to begin your day. Yeah, come and say hello. Whoever has joined, thank you so much for joining. Yes, so I'm preparing to have my cup of chia seeds. I know it is getting warm. That is how I began my day. Kindly come and say hi. Share with me where you're watching me from. Someone come and say hello. Are you there? Come and say hi. Come and say hello. Whoever has joined, thank you so much for joining today's live. If you've just woken up, good morning. If you're preparing to go to bed, have a blessed night, sweet dreams. If you're preparing to go for work, I wish you journey mercies. I wish you a blessed day. I wish you a blessed afternoon. I wish you a blessed morning. Have you remembered to thank God for your lives and your home people? Please don't forget. Always put God first. Yeah. So thank you so much for joining. You're with A France, the passionate urban farmer. I love farming. Thank you so much for joining me on today's live. Kindly someone to give me a thumbs up. A special request, friends. Someone to give me a thumbs up. You double click your screen, guys. So thank you so much for joining me on today's live. I really appreciate your support, friends. Your support is very much appreciated. I don't take you for granted. You mean so much to me. You are so special. I will always count on you. Yeah. But thank you so much for joining me this very morning. Kindly come and say hello. Come and say hi. Someone to give me a thumbs up. I welcome all your support friends in this journey. Thank you so much for joining. Let me know if you've heard your morning exercise. Let me know where you're watching me from. Come and share with me how you plan to begin your day. If you're a farmer, are you still in bed? We've received some showers of blessings. Yeah, it has been drizzling for some few minutes, but we thank God for that. I know He'll give us more rains at His appointed time. his timing is always the best. So, but thank you so much for joining me on today's live. Let me know where you're watching me from. Dun, 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 dun. Have you had your morning exercise? Someone to give me a thumbs up. Someone support me with super friends. Yeah, every support is very much welcome. Every support is very much appreciated. Yes. So if you're there and you feel like supporting me with supers, subscribing, sharing, everything is very much welcome. But thank you so much for being with me on today's live. Hey friends, and my name is the Passionate Urban Farmer. Yeah. Thank you so much for joining me on today's live. Come on, make this live live. You know? Yeah. And let me know where you're watching me from. Let me know your time over there. Here it is morning. It is a very good morning here in my country, the beautiful country, the pearl of Africa, Uganda. Just plan and pay a visit here in my country. Yeah, we have very beautiful sceneries that no one should miss to visit here. So plan and come and visit us. We are black but welcoming. Yeah. But thank you so much for joining. You're with A France, passionate urban farmer. Someone to give me a thumbs up. Big up to all those who have been with me on today's live. Those who have been doing exercise with me. Those who have supported me. And those who are feeling like supporting me with the super, you are most welcome. I'm waiting for you, friends. Share with me where you're watching me from. Yeah, come and say hi. Come and say hello. Come and say hello, friends. Let me know where you are watching me from. You're with A France, the passionate urban farmer from Kampala, Uganda. Yeah, we are practicing organic farming. We grow food using sacks, containers, jerrycan off carts, barricades. Yeah, but thank you so much for joining this live. So I argue every mother, I call upon every woman to turn your compounds into gardens. Use whatever you have to grow food, to grow spices, to grow vegetables, and even herbs. You can have your own pharmacy in your home. Yeah, let's have pharmacies in our homes. Let's turn our compounds into gardens. Oh, how are you? You are so welcome, my dear, on today's live. Where are you watching me from? Same way. Thank you so much for joining. Kindly give me a thumbs up. Thank you so much for joining me on today's live. I've been having the morning exercise and now I'm here chilling. I don't know whether you've had your morning exercise. If you've not, please begin. Exercise is medicine. Yes. Happiness is medicine. Yeah. So let's always keep our bodies fit by doing morning exercises. But thank you so much for joining friends on today's live. So I was still urging everybody, those who are having small spaces, do the needful to grow food. Turn your compounds into gardens. You can use the small space that you have effectively and efficiently. You can have the sack gardens, you can have the cake gardens, you can use the vertical gardens and grow food. So there are herbs that at least every farmer shouldn't miss to have in your garden. So friends, thank you so much for joining me on today's live. Whoever has joined, bigger up. Asima, kindly give me a thumbs up, darling. Yeah, your support is very much appreciated. Those who are willing to support me with surprise, you are most welcome. You hear the birds, they are also preparing to go. For them, they just go and look for food, care for the young ones. That's all. Thank you so much for joining today's live. Kindly share with me where you're watching me from. Whoever has joined, thank you so much. Kindly let me know where you're watching me from. Kindly give me the thumbs up. Double click your screen, friends. If you've not yet subscribed on my channel, kind request, kindly go there and subscribe. Support me with supers. Share the videos. Don't skip the ads while watching the videos. Yes, that is another way of supporting a friends. So thank you so much for joining. Kindly share with me where you're watching me from. Yes. Kindly let me know where you're watching me from. Share with me how you've planned to begin your day. Thank God for you've woken up when you are still alive because it wasn't a must. It was by His grace. Mhm. It was by the grace of God that you and me are still alive. So let's not take it for granted. But thank you so much for joining today's live. I'm really grateful. I'm so humbled to have you. Whoever has joined, thank you so much. Let me switch off the light. Dun, 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 dun. Na, 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 na. Eve. I'm back, guys. Thank you so much for being with me on today's live. Yeah. For whoever has joined, thank you so much. Kindly share with me where you are watching me from. Yeah. Someone to give me a thumbs up. Whoever has joined, thank you so much. Share with me where you're watching me from. If you've just joined, this is Air France, the passionate urban farmer. I've been having morning exercise and I'm now chilling. Then I have a cup of chia seeds. This is how I've begun my day. Kindly come and share with me where you are watching me from. How have you planned to have your day? Thank you for the support, friends. I don't take you for granted. You mean so much to me. So thank you so much for joining this live. Whoever has joined, I am so humbled to have you on today's live. Share with me where you are watching me from. Kindly double click your screens. We carry out training here at our farm. We carry out online training those who are far from us. And since it is a long holiday for us here in Uganda, parents kindly bring your children for training. Let them know the origin of food. It is very important. These days, most of our children don't know the origin of food. They think food is from the supermarket, food is bought, food is manufactured. I mean, we need to teach our children the origin of local food, like the matoke, cassava, the Irish potato. Yeah, so give us your children for training. The mothers can also have the trainings. Remember, we are farming organically. We don't use the synthetic chemicals. Everything we grow on our farm is organically grown. So we make our own pesticides, we make our own fertilizers, yeah, so that we know what we are eating. But thank you so much for joining today's live. Someone to give me a thumbs up before I go. Someone come and say hi. Come and say good morning, depending on the time of where you're watching me from. Here in my country, it is a good morning. I know some are preparing to go to bed, some are preparing to go to work. I wish you journey mercies. I wish you sweet dreams. I wish everybody a blessed time. Thank you so much for being with me on today's live. A friend of my name is the Passionate Urban Farmer. Remember, we are trying to emphasize everybody to grow food in your homes, turn your compounds into gardens, turn your backyards into gardens. Have kitchen gardens, have front yard gardens, have balcony gardens. Yeah. Together we can end hunger, poverty, and malnutrition, especially among young children. Thank you so much for being with me on today's live. I really appreciate your support, friends. I don't take you for granted. Kindly share with me where you're watching me from. Come and say hi. Come and say hello. It is a very beautiful morning. It has been drizzling like for 2 minutes. We thank God. And we are expecting more rains at least. The clouds are showing. We have some signs of receiving rains. Thank you so much for joining. Kindly support efforts with super. I know you can. I know you have supporting hearts. So my humble request is to continue supporting me with supers, subscribing, sharing the videos, giving me 1,000 likes. Yeah, by not skipping the ads while watching those videos. All those are ways of supporting me. So, thank you so much. Share with me where you're watching me from. Someone to give me a thumbs up. If ng'oludde kyakuli nzigiraako ka plate. Ozuukuse baaba akuma essigiri. Zuukusa Linet yakuma essigiri. Hello, 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 hello. How are you? Good morning. You are so welcome on today's live. Kindly share with me where you're watching me from. Yes. Share with me where you're watching me from. Come and say hi. Come and say hello. Someone to give me a thumbs up. Thank you so much for being with me on today's live. If you're seeing me for the first time, I'm called Ephraim. I'm a farmer, urban farmer who practices organic farming. And I take you around the garden. Can I take you? Can we have a brief tour around the garden? It is hot, but we are trying to water the garden, though we are just fetching water. Our tank, there is no water. So I think we need more tanks so that we can harvest water. We are expecting that too much heat in Jan. So by the time the rains come, I don't know. But we are trying. We fetch like 5 jerrycans a day to water the garden, and they are not enough. So friends, if you have a water tank and you're not using it, kindly donate that tank to us. Or, yeah, you can be there when you can buy for us a tank. Your support is very much welcome so that we can farm throughout the year. Because if you have water, there is no excuse of not. So farming is fun, but it also has its own challenges. Like this time round, we are supposed to be having rains, but it is extremely hot. We were expecting that too much heat in Jan, but It began early this month, and our crops are lacking water. Thank you so much for joining. If you're here for the first time, we're with Ephras, the passionate urban farmer. And today I've been having some morning exercises. I don't know whether you're done with your morning exercise. If it is morning, if you're preparing to go to bed, take a glass of warm water. It is also good. If you've just woken up, still have a glass of warm water on an empty stomach. Yeah. If you have the chia seeds, if you have turmeric, if you have what? Yeah. If you have the spices, they are also good to be taken with warm water. You can use lavender, you can use the mint, you can use rosemary, you can use their very many spices that you can put on warm water early in the morning on an empty stomach. Thank you so much for joining today's live. Kindly come and say hi. Let me know where you're watching me from. Yes, you're with a friends, the passionate urban farmer. Thank you so much for joining today's live. Kindly support me with super. Support me through subscribing, giving me 1,000 thumbs up, sharing the videos. Yes. Thank you so much for being with me on today's live. Okay. Ababadde nange okuva we natandikidde nga nkola dduyiro n'eyanzanyo n'eyanzeege batannaba kukola dduyiro, mbakubiriza buli nkya zuukuka okole dduyiro. Omaliriza okukola dduyiro, bw'oba ng'otandika butandisi oyinza okutandika n'eddakiika 5, n'eddakiika 10, 15, 20, 25 n'ogenda ng'oyongeza mpola mpola, omubiri ne gumanyiira. Totandikirawo ojja kulwala. Tandika eddakiika 4, 1 hour no. Tandika mpola mpola ogende ng'omubiri ogumanyiiza. Bwe gunaamanyiira, essaawa ojja kuba osobola ogimalako. Naye ng'ovudde eno ng'otandika mpola mpola. Tukozese emibiri gyaffe tusobole okubeera abalamu. Tuyokye amasavu agabeeramu n'omubiri okubeera ng'ogukozesa. Obaako ebirwadde by'oziyiza nga pressure bingi, omubiri ne gubeera nga guli fit. So bakubiriza nga tetunnatandika lunaku tukeerenga tukole dduyiro ne Ssaabasajja ne Katikkiro atukubiriza okubeera abalamu, kola dduyiro makya. Oyinza n'okusalawo nti gwe n'okola kawungeezi oba onyusa essaawa awo nga 12, 1 n'ofuna w'oddukira n'okola n'obuuka omuguwa n'ovuga ekipiira, kyonna ky'osobodde okukola. Ekirungi ekikulu omubiri ogukozesezza, bw'otuuyana oba obaaninze calories mu mubiri. So tubeere abantu abakuuma emibiri gyaffe nga miramu bulungi okuyita mu kukola dduyiro. Neyanzanyo neyanze ababadde nange kuva gye natandikidde zonna ze ssaawa agenga 11:30 tuusa kati. Mwebale nnyo, mwebale ddala, nsiimye nnyo, nsiimye bwongeera. Aba Mukama bampeera omukisa, abanjagalire, abateekateeka okugenda okukola, Mukama bakulembere abawe omukisa. Abateekateeka okugenda okwebaka, bagaliza ekiro ekirungi. Nammwe abateekateeka okukola emirimu, mwenna Mukama abakulemberemu erinnya nsaba manye wa gy'osinzidde okumpuliriza. Hi sis, how are you? Thank you so much for joining. Wow. Where are you watching me from, darling? Kindly share with me where you are watching me from. Kindly give me a thumbs up. Double click your screen before you go. Share with me how you plan to begin your day. Wow. You're from India. What is the time over there, darling? What is the time there? Share with me. Come with us. Kindly give me a thumbs up. Yes. My friend from India. Thank you so much for joining. Oh, wow. You're 9:30 a.m. Beautiful. But your day began long time. Thank you so much for joining. Did you do morning exercise? Did you do morning exercise? Because exercise is medicine. It is free medicine. So share with me whether you did the morning exercise or you do the evening exercise. If you miss the morning, then you can have the evening exercise. Let's always keep our bodies fit. Always India. You guys, I love your attires. Yeah. Eno tuyita biyindi. How is your garden? Yeah, it is doing well. We are trying. It is hot, but we are trying. Even we will no longer have water in the tanks. All the tanks are empty. So me and my daughter, we are just fetching water from the well. I don't know whether you know wells, not taps, not dams, no, but from the well. Here we have, we have the natural wells. So that is where we fetch water from to water our garden. It is tiresome, but we have to. We have no any other option to keep our garden thriving. So thank you so much for joining today's live. Yes, I really appreciate. Okay, thank you, Lazarus. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you for serving the Lord. My dear, your crown awaits. Your crown awaits. That one, just wait for your crown. Yeah. Thank you for serving God. You're doing the best. Yes. Thank you for being God's servant because He told us to preach the word. Mhm. So if you're preaching the word of God, thank you so much. Kindly give me a thumbs up. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Continue praying for us here. Thank you, thank you, thank you 1,000 times. Thank you so much, Mr. Lazarus, servant of God, man of God. Thank you so much for serving the Lord of Lords, King of Kings, the Master, the Shepherd, the Almighty. He's the Omega, He's the Alpha, He's everything. Glory and honor belongs to Him. But thank you so much for joining. This is Evans, the passionate urban farmer. We thank God for the gift of life. We thank Him for His protection, for His guidance, for His everything. Because without Him, we are nothing, totally nothing. Yeah. Thank you so much for joining me on today's live. Pray for us to get a raise. Pray for us for the blessings from thy throne of mercy. Yes. Bless you too, my dear. Bless you too. Thank you so much for the blessing. Greetings to everybody over there. Kindly give me the thumbs up. Kindly double click your screens. Kindly don't skip the ads while watching the videos. And if you've not yet subscribed on FOR PROFIT Uganda, kindly go there and subscribe. Yes. Special thanks to those who have come out and supported us. In whatever way you've supported us, we really appreciate. You can also support us with super friends in this journey. Please. Oh, we shall. We shall. Hey. Yeah, we need to pray for each other, by the way. Yes. Mm-hmm. You're very right. We shall pray for you, my dear. Yeah. But thank you so much for joining me on today's live. Your support is very much appreciated. Thank you, thank you, thank you 1,000 times. Greetings to all your people, your family members, the church members. Kindly share with me your day of worship. Kindly share with me your day of worship. When do you go to church? Which day? before I leave. Kindly share with me. I'm waiting for you, Lazarus, to share with me. If you're still there, kindly share with me. Kindly share with me. Mr. Marvelous from India, are you still there? When do you go to church? You're gone. Kindly share with me if you're still there. When do you go to church? Man of God. Kindly share with me, Mr. Marvelous. When do you go to church? Share with me, share with me, share with me. If you've just joined, kindly let me know where you're watching me from. Kindly let me know where you are watching me from. Your support is very much appreciated. You can support me with the super, subscribe, share, likes, everything is very much appreciated. Thank you so much for joining me on today's live. Did what? Man of God, I still there. Share with me that they go to church. Friends, allow me to say bye bye for today. Until next time, have a blessed time. God bless you. Bye bye.